At the moment, there's so much kind of pulling us apart. And very rarely do I hear people talk about what the things we could do to bring one another together.
Coverage of Jason Arday through a media literacy lens and how sourcing, confirmation bias, and racial double standards can turn an allegation into self-sustaining coverage. I had to look into this one. The youngest Black professor in the history of Cambridge University found dead at the age of 41. The way news media covers his death matters, but the coverage leading up to his death matters more here. Start with the source. The plagiarism allegations had surfaced earlier, but they became widely publicized after they were raised on Substack by Nathan Koffness, a self-described race realist, which I would say is essentially a euphemism for racist, and DEI critic who'd previously worked with Cambridge's Emmanuel College. That alone doesn't make his claims wrong, but worthy of extra scrutiny. When Cambridge announced an investigation, then that became the headline, and the report became self-sustaining. And this is where confirmation bias kicks in. Once the story is DEI hire at Cambridge is unqualified, every new allegation, even if untrue, serves as confirmation of what's already believed. And when Arday admitted mistakes and resigned, it wasn't enough to stop the reports. And even though some stories and some claims unraveled under more scrutiny, it didn't matter. The accumulation becomes the evidence. 20 headlines feel like proof, even when there's none. But News Corp found there were 249 articles in 22 days. Where there's that much smoke, the audience assumes fire. And that's where the racial double standard comes in. You have to ask whether a white professor facing similar accusations would be covered by the media in the same way. So as the audience, you have to learn to trace the claim to its origin and separate reporting that verifies from reporting that just relays. Also, notice when coverage starts to pile up and that pile up gets mistaken for proof. The more you're aware of how media can be used for manipulation, the better you can consume information. I'm Janae Norman. I used to do the news. Now I just report the facts and uncomfortable truths.